You give so much to everyone else, your partner, your kids, your job. But what about you? When was the last time you asked yourself, what do I need to feel truly nourished? Welcome back, Uplifting Life Partners, to Marriage Mastery Uplifters Podcast, Cultivating Extraordinary Connections. The podcast dedicated to helping you build a stronger, more joyful, and resilient marriage. I'm your host, Ron Simplified Myers. Let's ignite possibilities together. Well, this is our Self-Love Wednesday episode, and today we're diving deep into a topic that is foundational to every single relationship in your life, especially the one with yourself. Today, we're talking about something profound, yet often overlooked: identifying your core needs. You see, as we were talking about, we spend so much time focusing on what others need, what our partners need, what our children need, our colleagues. But when was the last time you truly sat down and asked yourself, what do I need to feel emotionally, mentally, physically nourished? This isn't about being selfish. It's about being whole. It's about filling your own cup so you can pour from a place of abundance, not depletion. So throughout this episode, we're going to explore 3 key ingredients. Had to make sure there was 3. Number 1, emotional nourishment. What makes you feel loved, supported, and connected? Number 2, mental nourishment. How do you stimulate your mind and feel intellectual peace? And number 3, physical nourishment. What does your body need to feel energized, healthy, and vibrant? We'll break down these categories, share some practical exercises, and give you a clear roadmap to start your journey of self-discovery. This episode is a gift to yourself. So grab a cup of coffee, tea, find a cozy spot, and let's begin. Let's start with this emotional nourishment. Think of your emotions like a garden. If you don't water it, tend to it, provide the right sunlight, it withers. Our emotional needs are the water and sunlight for our souls. Now, here's a common mistake that too many people make, and that's expecting your partner to be the sole source of our emotional fulfillment. While a healthy partnership is a beautiful source of support, it's unfair and unsustainable to place all that pressure on one person. By the way, your emotional needs, they're your responsibility first and foremost. So how do you identify them? I want you to ask yourself these questions. When do I feel truly seen and heard? Is it when a friend listens without judgment? Is it when you journal your thoughts? What makes me feel a sense of belonging and connection? Is it a weekly coffee date with a sibling, a book club, volunteering in the community? What activities bring me joy, peace, and a sense of calm? Is it listening to music? Taking a walk in nature? Oh yeah, that hot bath with the Epsom salt. Your answer to these questions, they're clues. For some, emotional nourishment is about connection. For others, it's about solitude. It's important to honor your unique wiring. For example, my partner might be nourished by a big social gathering. That's me. While I might be completely drained by it. That's not. I'm nourished by a quiet evening with a good book. I can do that also. Just remember, there is no right or wrong. Now, once you identify these needs, you must communicate them to yourself first, then to your partner, and most importantly, you must prioritize them. Schedule that weekly coffee date. Block out time for your journal. These are not luxuries. They're necessities for your well-being. So let's move to the mental nourishment. Our minds are constantly at work, processing information, solving problems, and just navigating life. But just like a muscle, the mind needs to be exercised and rested. Mental needs aren't just about learning new things. They're about clarity, peace, and stimulation. When do you feel mentally alive? When do you feel mentally cluttered or exhausted? Here are some questions you can do or use to guide you. What activities stimulate your mind in a positive way? Is it learning a new language, solving a puzzle, reading nonfiction, taking an online course? What does mental rest look like for you? Is it a digital detox? Yes. This means turn off all electrical gadgets. Move away from them. Yes, that includes your phone. Run away from it. Now, I know that seems like you can't survive without it in your hands, but practice putting it down. I know it'll be difficult at first because addictions, yes, I did say addictions, take practice to create a different habit. Meditating for 10 minutes. Unplugging from the news. What kind of intellectual conversations do you crave? Is it talking about philosophy with a friend? Debating a movie plot with your partner? For me, mental nourishment is often about creativity. I feel nourished when I'm brainstorming about ideas for the podcast or just writing in general. For my partner, it might be about deep research into a historical topic. A key part of mental nourishment is also about setting boundaries, which we talked about previously. Are you constantly consuming overwhelming information from social media or the news? Folks, that's not nourishing. That's draining. Protect your mental space fiercely. Consider a mental diet where you commit the amount of exposure that doesn't serve you peace. Remember also to take that hour of power that we talked about in the past, where Tony Robbins says you should spend at least 1 hour a day for yourself. I'll emphasize it again. There's 24 hours in a day. Do not allow anyone, and I mean anyone, to make you feel guilty by giving one of those hours to yourself. If people consider that being selfish, it's selfish time. We're not worried about their thought process. We're nourishing ourselves. So finally, let's talk about the foundation of it all, which is your physical nourishment. Our bodies, they're the vehicles for this life. How are you treating yours? This isn't just about diet and exercise, though those are very crucial. It's about listening to your body's signals and, most importantly, honoring its needs. Ask yourself, what does my body need to feel energized? Is it more sleep? A different type of food? A walk in the fresh air? When do I feel physically depleted? Is it after a long day of sitting, not drinking enough water, overcommitting my schedule, which is for most? What movement brings me joy, not just obligation? Is it dancing in the kitchen, some yoga, a hike? See, we often push through physical exhaustion and discomfort because we have to get it done. We got to get these things done. But consistently ignoring your body's signals, it's like driving a car without ever getting an oil change. Eventually, it will break down. Physical nourishment is also it's about pleasure and sensory experiences. A hot shower after a long day, that feeling of that soft blanket, the taste of a healthy, delicious meal. These are all the ways we can honor our bodies and create a sense of safety and well-being. So I want to encourage you this week to make a list, a simple list with 3 columns: emotional, mental, and physical. And under each column, write down 3 to 5 things that truly nourish you. And then I want you to commit to incorporating at least one of those things into your day every day. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It can be as simple as 5 minutes of quiet time to yourself, a glass of water, and a 5-minute stretch. So there you have it. The journey to a more fulfilling life and a stronger marriage begins with understanding your own needs. When you're full, you can show up as the best version of yourself, not just for your partner, but most importantly, for yourself. Folks, I want to thank you so much for joining me today on Marriage Mastery Uplifters podcast. Remember, self-love isn't a destination, it's a practice. And today, you've taken a powerful step on that journey. We'll be back next week for another edition of Self-Love Wednesday. Until then, keep building, keep loving, and keep mastering your marriage, one intentional step at a time. For more exclusive training, deeper dives, behind-the-scenes content, our books, video series, and the Simplified Uplifters apparel, which is our online clothing store, make sure you download the Simplified U app inside the Google Play and Apple Store. That's our one-stop shop for all of our resources, or the website, simplifieduplifters.net. which is actually a duplication of the app. All the information it's going to be located in the show notes. Folks, if you found value in today's episode, we'd also appreciate you sharing it with others. And in the podcast itself, we would love if you do that, especially with those that you know need to hear this message. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Marriage Mastery Uplifters podcast so you don't miss our upcoming Marriage Builder Sunday. Well, we'll explore how these individual strengths come together to create an unbreakable bond. Thanks again for joining me on this transformative Self-Love Wednesday. Until next time, and again, I know today was a short one, but nurture your soul, protect your energy, be kind to yourself, and build the marriage of your dreams. Most importantly, remember your power. You are extraordinary.